All right, welcome back. Now, let's talk about the slope, but let's look at what the slope tells us about the graph of the line. So let's look at both positive and negative slope. So a positive slope looks like this. It means that the line is going to go up from left to right as we're reading. We always read left to right when we're talking about graphs. So if it goes upward from left to right, we say it has a positive slope. If it has a negative slope, we know that it's going downward left to right, okay? And we know that it's going to have this form in the standard form, right? Because it's positive or negative. So this is the form it's going to take. So A, B, and C are not, so X and Y are not 0, right? Now, if we have a slope like this, where the slope is 0, then that tells us we have a horizontal line because we're given y equals some k constant. Okay, so k represents a constant value. Notice that there's no x value, so the slope in this case is going to be 0. Now notice that this is the case where you have 2 points that have the same what? They have the same what? Y value, right? So remember, it's change in the y over the change in the x. So if you have the same y value on any point, like we did in the previous example, you're going to get 0 in the numerator for the slope formula. And that's going to give you a slope of 0. So that tells you that we have a horizontal line, right? So if you have 2 points where the y value is the same, you've got a horizontal line with a 0 slope. Now what about this one? We've seen this one before too in the first example. X equals k, so k again is a constant. Again, there's no y variable in this. So this is telling us that x remains unchanged regardless of what the y variable is. So that would give us a vertical line, right? So now, this is the case where we have 2 points. Every single point along this line has the same what? X value. The change in the x value is 0. It doesn't change, which means in the slope formula, you get 0 in the denominator, which tells us that it has an undefined slope. So anytime you have an undefined slope, that tells you that you have a vertical line. If your slope is 0, that tells you that your line is horizontal. Okay? And so that's the connection between looking at the slope and what does the line look like. All right. Have a great day.